Hi, my name is Perla reporting for the Monterey News about our 8th grade school year. This year I learned lots of things, both inside and outside the classroom. The first class I'm going to talk about is going to be math. In math class, my favorite unit to study was the Pythagorean theorem. During this unit, I learned that the theorem is named after the ancient Greek mathematician Pythagoras. The Pythagorean theorem states that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. The Pythagorean theorem can also be written as an equation that relates the lengths of the sides A, B, and C. It is written as a squared plus b squared equals c squared. C represents the lengths of the hypotenuse, and A and B represent the length of the triangle's other two legs. In case you haven't noticed, math is everywhere. Math is involved in economics, engineering, physics, and chemistry. Coming up, I have a report for reading. So this is an example of the Pythagorean theorem. We're going to try to find the hypotenuse. So to do that, we're going to do 4 squared plus 3 squared equals c squared. So 4 times 4 is 16, and 3 times 3 is 9. 16 plus 9 equals 25. So we're going to square root 25 to find c alone. And the answer is going to be 5. Hey, I am back and ready to talk about my reading class. In reading class, my favorite unit to study was the one and only Cesar Chavez. Cesar Chavez was born March 31st, 1927. He was an American labor leader and civil rights activist. As he grew older, his parents taught him the importance of education and respect. His parents had also taught him that it was important to help others. Cesar worked very hard and sacrificed a lot to make the life of farm workers better, and in 1962, he had founded the National Farm Workers Association and was able to secure rights and improve working conditions for farm workers in California, Texas, Arizona, and Florida. The farm owners were treating the farm workers unfairly and paid them very little to nothing. They had worked very hard just to be treated as, slaves. Cesar's actions made the world a better place because farm workers are treated better than before and have rights. Cesar Chavez died April 23, 1993. We interrupt your current news to bring you a report from Humanities. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to the Monterey News. I will be talking about one of my classes, and that will be Humanities. There are many things that I've learned in Humanities, but I am only going to talk about the California and Colorado Gold Rush. Now, the California Gold Rush began in 1848, and the Colorado Gold Rush began in 1858. The California and Colorado Gold Rush both lasted for about 10 years. Wow. There are many differences between these two gold rushes. For example, the California Gold Rush took about 3 to 7 months, and the Colorado Gold Rush only took about 1 to 2 months. The miners in each gold rush were called differently. For example, the California miners were called 49ers, and the Colorado miners were called 50 miners. Many had risked their life trying to find gold, but some just weren't lucky to hit the mother lode. Next up, I have a report on science about invasive species. Thank you. In science class, my favorite unit to study was about invasive species. During this unit, I learned that an invasive species is a plant or animal that is not native to a specific location and is believed to cause damage to the environment and human health. There has been approximately 4,300 invasive species. An example of an invasive species is the brown tree snake. The brown tree snake was first introduced to Guam in the 1950s. Guam is a U.S. territory located in the Pacific. The brown tree snake is responsible for devastating the majority of the native bird population in Guam. Coming up, I have the very last report for today on Monterey News about specials. Thank you. Hello and welcome again to the very last report on Monterey News about specials. In specials, I have learned many things. But have you ever wondered, what is art? Well, by its definition, art is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination. Typically in a visual form such as painting or sculpture. But I think that art is more than that. Art is a way of expressing yourself and creating something that is meaningful to you. Many people discover that instead of talking about their feelings, they find that painting or creating something can be a way to express themselves. I am Perla reporting for Monterey News. Thank you.